What's going down, y'all? BBG here. Damn, this camera make my face look fat. So what's going down, y'all? I wanted to give y'all a quick video right here. I got my car light on. I would turn it off, but like it's too dark outside right now. On my way to Applebee's. I'm about to get some crucial chicken, boy. I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about just some random stuff. Remember the last time I went to Applebee's, I'll never forget it. I was sitting there for like 25 minutes. And I'm sitting there and like this girl comes in and like, you know, and she's like, after the 25 minutes up, you know, I'm still on my phone and stuff. You know, like I said, I'm not like a rude person or I'm not mad, I'm introverted, so I'm not like a screamer or like, you know, upset or nothing. I'm just relaxing. And she comes in, she's like, looks at me and she's just like, are you an employee? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, how long you been sitting here? And I was like, almost a half an hour. She's like, oh my, and like she kept apologizing. It was really funny. But the very first thing I thought to myself was, how do you not know I'm an employee? Like, the thing about it, I could understand like if I lived in like a different city or something, or like a bigger city. But where I'm from, we've got like a couple of McDonald's, a couple of Burger Kings, like Outback, a Red Robin's. Like we don't have any like recreational activities where I'm like I have to go to like another city in order to like, you know, get the good stuff. So I'm sitting there, I'm wondering, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get in an accident. What the hell are you doing, bro? What the fuck is you, what the fuck, what you do? What the fuck is you doing? Sorry about that. But like I said, now, see, I would turn the light off, y'all, but it's fucked up, you know. See, it's way too dark. But like I said, now I'm like, you know, cause the city is so small and the Applebee's is so small. I'm like, but so, you know, like I said, I laughed at it and, you know, I continued, you know, it was funny, we laughed about it and I got my food. But I really want to talk to y'all about is like introvertedness and extrovertedness, and what do you think about it? Like, what do you think about, like, you know, what are you? Are you an extrovert, like to go out a lot, and are you an introvert, you're like more reserved? And like, you know, pretty much like a story about my ex. And the thing about it is, like, you know, when we first started talking, I'm not gonna say her name, when we first started talking, it was funny because, you know, just being a natural person that, you know, try to get attention and things like that, she told me everything she used to do with her other exes, right? And the thing about it is that, like, she expected me to be like the average, and like I'm not clowning on anybody else, you know, as y'all well know if y'all do watch my videos and, you know, y'all do know me from my channel and stuff like that. I'm a really like clean nerd boy, or like what most people like to call it, a church boy. Like I don't drink or smoke, you know, don't smoke weed or nothing like that, or, you know, I don't go to parties. Like I'm really introverted. Literally the only thing I do is record for YouTube and Twitch, and like when I say that, I'm serious. Like, you know, I talk to y'all and that's about it. So, you know, her coming from that background of being extroverted, you know, she started telling me stories about how she liked to get on top of tables, how she was like the start of the party and everything, how she got the party lit and all that, how she was the reason why, you know, she was the reason why people turn heads at parties, and, you know, how she loved to drink and she knows how to roll up, you know, cigars and stuff like that. And, you know, to me, it's not like, it wasn't that big of a deal, you know. To me, I was like, she expected me to be happy about it, but I was like extremely offended. Hold on, y'all, this is gonna be uncut. My mama calling me now. Hello. Hey, Mom. What you say?
What you doing?
On my way to Applebee's, I'm recording.
You're recording?
Yeah, vlog.
Oh, why are you doing a vlog?
Oh, cause I haven't done one in a while.
I know, but you've been doing your record thing.
Yeah, I know. I do vlogs on my channel too.
Oh, do you? But you do that if you stay with just that.
Ma.
The video. Who taping you?
Me.
Oh, okay. Well, just make sure you call Desmond and you coming up to the house at 7 o'clock for cake.
Oh, well, what's up? Is his birthday?
Yes, meet over Uncle Junior's at 7 o'clock.
Oh, they're meeting over Uncle Junior's.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll probably just send him a message.
Why don't you just stop by?
It's like, cause I'm getting food.
Okay, you can still eat it there.
Ma.
Yes.
Wait, well, how long until it's gonna be over?
It's not gonna be that long.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I might stop by later on.
All right, just at least text him and say happy birthday or something, son.
All right, I will.
All right, love you.
Love you.
That's all.
Love you. That's Mama there. That's Mama BBG. But like I said, I have a cop behind me. If he sees me holding this camera, I might get arrested. But it's like, you know, like, so back to the story. She's telling me all these things about my face looks so fat. Like, this camera makes my face look horrendous. Like, it really, like, I have a neck, y'all. I have a neck. I swear I do. Like, I'm not fat. Like, it just makes me look, because, like, I have, like, my joint up, like, it just made me look like I'm obese. Well, just the angle. This camera's pristine. It's just a car, and I'm wearing all this, like, bulked on stuff. That's why I don't. And my camera's close to the face and shit, you know. but like I said, we sitting there and shit, and we relaxing, and she's telling me these stories about how she's, you know, she's a partier and stuff, and I'm getting disgusted by it, and she thinks, you know, I'm meant to be getting, you know, turned on by it, I guess, or like, you know, I'm supposed to like it, but I just give her like this straight up look, like it's just like a straight, like a mad look, and I guess she figured, and she was like, you don't do none of that stuff, and I was like, I hate smoking. I don't hate the people that do it, you know, everybody has their own choices. I was like, but I hate smoking. The fact that you know how to roll up is not something that I go for. The fact that you like to go to a party and have attention on you is really bad. I don't like that at all. The fact that you're introverted and, you know, and I mean extroverted, and that, you know, you like to go out and do a whole bunch of, that's not me whatsoever. So, you know, like, we were already dating at that point, so it was kind of too late for me to back out, as you want to call it. So at that moment, I was like, fuck, you know, because I'm like, oh shit, you know, at this point, I'm like, oh, it's real bad, like, you know, and I guess what made us, like, break up was, of course, both immaturity. We were both immature at the time, like, you know, the whole text back first thing and all, shit! Oh, that was a cop. But no, like, and the thing that really, like, made us not work out, I think, was the fact that, like, the immaturity was one, of course, and, like, number two, it was just the simple fact that she was just too unpredictable. So, like I was saying, sorry about that, the video had split itself into, I mean, my teeth look fucked up, but the video split itself into two. So not only that, like, you know, and what I meant by that is, like, she knew where I was gonna be at majority of, like, the day. She knew, like, there was no debating where I was gonna be at, because I'm introverted, like I said, so, and I don't lie. So, like, when she would text me and be like, oh, what you up to, after not talking for a while, like, I would be like, oh, I'm busy right now. She'd be like, what you doing, recording or streaming or something, or sleep, or at home watching TV? Like, she knew where I was gonna be at and what I was gonna do. So there was really no, and, like, for me, like, that's fine, but, like, it was the opposite for her. Like, her being extroverted, like, she never sat still. So it would be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and she would call me, and even though I'm up all throughout the night, as y'all well know if y'all watch my streaming of it, like, she would call me at 2 o'clock, and I'd be like, oh, what you up to? She's like, I'm in New York with my friends. And I'm like, what did you just say? Like, I didn't care. Like, I'm not like the demanding abuse. Like, I'm, of course, y'all would know I'm Christian, so I'm not, like, abusive or, you know, demanding or nothing, yelling. I'm you know, I'm just like, so it would just throw me off guard. Like, I was like, what you just say? She said, I'm in New York. I'm like, at 2 a.m. in the morning, girls, and she looked pretty. Like, my ex was gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. She would look nice. It's like a girl like you out in New York, 2 a.m. at this kind of time with your friends, with all her girlfriends, and I knew they did the same thing that she liked to do. But, you know, when we got together, she claimed she stopped drinking and smoking. For me, I didn't believe it in the first place. And, like, you know, it was like her natural. It was like, when I say complete opposites, like my natural response. Like when I say we were opposites, I mean, like, I would be in a room happy and be in my house by, like, you know, with just her, just relaxing, watching TV. I'm going to jail. Oh, just relaxing, watching TV, and she would be sad. Like her her facial expression would just show that she's not happy. And, you know, and it was reversed when it came to, like, her, like, we would be somewhere crowded, in like a real crowded area, a whole bunch of people. She would go up talking to random people, and she would look at me, and I would just have like a depressed look on my face because I just couldn't stand it. To be quite honest with you, going to pick up this Applebee's food is a little bit too much for me. When I go in there, I don't have anxiety, but when I go in there, it feels like too many people are looking at me, feel like, you know, people are like giving me the bad eye, like Like they're thinking to themselves, why this nigga back here again? He just came in here yesterday. Like, you know, I overthink things way too much. When I go to clock in at my job that I work at right now, I can't stand that, man. People are looking at me, oh, where you been at? Like, you know, I just don't let people all over my business, all over my face. But like I was saying, so, you know, it was opposite. Whenever I was by myself and just with her, I was happy and smiling. She was sad. Whenever we were in a crowded area, you know, she was happy and I was depressed. And eventually what ended up happening is, of course, we just started drifting off. And like, I can't fake on y'all. I'm gonna be G real with y'all, okay? Like, me being a man, me being a dude, right? You know, sex is like a big thing to us dudes, you know, like in a relationship, stuff like that. Of course, I didn't cheat or nothing like that. None of the cheating stuff, you know, I'm not into that. And I'm thinking, as far as I know, she didn't do the same thing either. But I'm gonna show y'all where I'm from. I'm gonna show y'all like my area right now, where I'm driving, even though I might get into a collision. I got like, the sky, okay, the sky looks amazing. Like, you know, I'm about to make this crucial turn right here. I got the Lambo, driving the Lamborghini. Hey guys, in my garage with my Lamborghini here, making this crucial turn. I got somebody riding my bumper right now, getting on my last damn nerves, and I'm about to fucking swing and knock this motherfucker out. But like I said, we're sitting back and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking to myself, you know, this is fine, everything, like, you know, my mama said that, you know, trust somebody from, you know, how they are and not, you know, based on personality. But eventually what happened is, like, you know, like I was saying, sex is like a big thing to me. Like, you know, at the beginning of the relationship we had a lot of it, but like most relationships we just stopped. And, you know, after, you know, bringing it up multiple times over and over and over again, like, it didn't happen intentionally, but after, like, I stopped getting what I want and things like that, like, you know, we both stopped getting what we wanted, and like, we started like breaking apart and stuff. And I think what really did it is, like, I'll never forget the night, like, she called me and things like that, and we were just talking about random stuff. I really can't remember. And she told me one crucial thing I never forget, and like, we were talking about each other's needs or something like that, and how we need to, like, you know, agree to like meet each other's needs. And I'll never forget, and the very first thing she said was, she was like, and I told her how, like, you know, just how having her man listen to her and take care of her, and, like, you know, listen to her and talk about her day, how that's important to her. I told her how, you know, sex and things are important to me. And she looked at me and she said, I know that's important to you. I know your needs aren't, let me turn my light off because there are like cops behind me and shit like that. But she was like, I know your needs are important to you, but they're never gonna be as important to me as they are to you. And the moment she said that, I was like, my brain didn't process it. I was like, did she just tell me that my needs aren't important? And when she said that, that was GG, really? That was pretty much it. Who is this motherfucker riding my bumper, yo? This motherfucker getting on my last goddamn nerves, yo. Bitch ass nigga. But no, like I said, so the moment that happened, fucking bitch. But the moment, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Like, I can't stand people like have like that fool boy. But like and I said I was Christian at the beginning of this video. I'm Christian, y'all, but I can't fake. I don't have like a crazy attitude, but like people get on my nerves and stuff, man. I'm telling y'all. So back to what I was saying. And after that point, y'all, I just gave up, really. After that point, there was no more. I mean, what do you do? Like, you know, when somebody tells you that your needs aren't important to them, what do you do? Like, you know, at that point, I gave up. You know, that's like when everything really went downhill. I stopped taking her out to eat. I stopped calling her. Like, I would go a whole 24 hours without talking to that girl. Whole 2 or 3 days, wouldn't even say nothing. And eventually, what happened is, we just, you know, she texted me she called me one day, and she told me she wasn't happy anymore, and that, like, you know, and that we needed just to break up. And I was like, she was mad. I was in the middle of playing Rust. If y'all don't know what Rust is, a survival game. We were playing Rust, and she got mad at me, and she got real mad at me. And what she did is, because I was playing Rust, and like, I was like, damn it, you made me die. And she was like, oh my God, I'm breaking up with you and you're playing your game. And I was like, what do you expect me, I asked her, what do you expect me to do? Like, I'm not gonna beg, I'm not gonna plead, I'm not gonna, sorry this is going out of focus, I can't have the lights on right now because I'm in front of the store. And like, I told her I'm not gonna beg, I'm not gonna plead, I'm not gonna cry, nothing like that. I told her, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, pretend as if I'm like extremely hurt. You know, I was hurt and devastated, but nothing I could do. So eventually, 2 or 3, you know, after we break up, we gonna let know, the whole entire X thing, texting back and forth saying, I miss you, blah, blah, one more chance, all that extra stuff. And eventually that was it. I mean, that was it really. I know a couple weeks back, the thing about it is, I know she got played. At my job, I found out that this dude that I work with actually had sex with her and stuff. He went up to me and told me that because he didn't want people who didn't know that I had broken up with her yet, even though it had been like a whole year went by. And I told him whoever didn't know, late as hell. But like, he didn't want people like, that didn't know to tell me or like try to like spread rumors or nothing. So he told me that, but we were broken up for a year. So at this point, when he told me that it happened, I didn't give a shit. Like, I didn't care. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Why I asked him, why the hell you telling me? Like, I care. Like, I didn't even, like, her name at that point was irrelevant to me. Like her existence had been, like, wasn't thought about. So, he told me, and like he told me, he was like, it's kind of funny because he was the type of dude that like he fucks a girl and then just leaves. He didn't care. And like he fucked her and left, and she tried to come back to him, and like he played her pretty much, and she tried to text me after that, and she didn't know that I knew. So she didn't know that I knew that what they did. So after she got played, she tried to come back to me because her feelings were hurt and stuff. I texted her for a couple of days, and then she finally started trying to get all mushy with the text messages and telling me, remember when you used to pick me up and take me out and open doors for me and be a gentleman and stuff. And after she said that, I was like, and then she was like, I will give you another chance, because I really miss you, you were the best man, and all this stuff like that. And like, after that, I pretty much told her, I was like, yeah, that's all good and stuff. I was like, but why would I get back with somebody who's be thotting around? And she was like, what do you mean? And I told her, I was like, by the way, my coworker told me that y'all fucked and everything. So, no. And she was like, oh, how'd you find that out and all that stuff? And after that, she stopped texting me. That was the end of that. I wanted to tell y'all that crucial story because, I mean, y'all just don't, no matter what like the lesson of this story, don't drop your standards or your morals. If you have a certain kind of thing you like to stick to, like your personality, it's okay to date somebody, like, don't be picky. It's okay to date somebody who's like a different personality, but don't lower your standards because you want to settle. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Like, I've seen too many people who are in too many unhappy, unhealthy relationships because they decide that they've been together for too long, or, that, they won't find anybody else again. Even though love is extremely rare to find, like, once you do find it, you want to hold on to it. But if you find out that person's not meant for you, they're not meant for you. And I'm way more mature than I was when we dated, and I think that if we would have kept on going, it would have gotten way worse. I'm not saying I would have cheated or anything like that, but I think it would have gotten way worse if we would have kept on going. So I think, like I said, the moral of the story is, like, don't ever lower your standards. Keep whatever your morals are, whatever, when you date somebody, whatever, like, your expectations are, don't drop them. And like, if they're not for you, it is gonna hurt, it is gonna make you cry, you are gonna be upset, you're gonna have feelings, but you'll get over it and you'll become a way more mature person. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to roll out because I'm currently at this crucial Applebee's. As y'all can clearly see, I'm about to go in, hit my damn mic. I'm about to go in right now. They are looking like, I feel like they're looking at me already. I don't like going in, but I'm gonna go in and get my food and go home and crush it. So I hope y'all, anybody who did watch this all the way through, I really appreciate it, y'all. It means a lot. And like I always say, y'all are all my family, man. Like, y'all the only ones I talk to, man. Even like, I'm not saying that in a way like, the only reason I talk to y'all because y'all don't, like, no, like, y'all are, like, everybody who watches my videos, man, y'all are savages. And like, y'all are the best BBG squad and gang and everything like that. But I will catch y'all later in the next one. Black boy Gee. I said Gee. Gang gang.